Planning is the very first functions of management. Management helps in deciding the way ahead for any organization. It involves deeply analyzing the market trends and accordingly making moves and plans. Basically, it means setting goals and developing a method to achieve them efficiently. That being said, planning cannot prevent problems, but it can definitely provide a way to deal with things when they go out of hand. For example, when principles of management are applied for a company selling a product, they help in planning the quantities of the product, type of product, methods of producing, etc. in order to perform well in the market and avoid losses. Deciding in advance. What to do. How to do. When to do. Who is going to do it. Bridges a gap between where we are today and where we want to reach. Sets the goal of an organization. It is the basic function of management. It deals with chalking out a future course of action and deciding in advance the most appropriate course of actions for achievement of predetermined goals. It is an exercise in problem solving and decision making. Planning is determination of courses of action to achieve desired goals. Thus, planning is a systematic thinking about ways and means for accomplishment of predetermined goals. Planning is necessary to ensure proper utilization of human and non-human resources. It is all-pervasive, it is an intellectual activity, and it also helps in avoiding confusion, uncertainties. Organizing. Organizing is the management function of allotting duties, grouping various activities, establishing authority, and allocating resources necessary to attain the specific plan. Once the plans are formulated, the organizing function reviews the activities and resources needed to be applied to the plan. It resolves the activities and resources needed. Organizing decides who will perform a particular task, and where and when it will be done. It affects the grouping of the necessary tasks into departments or work units so that they can be managed well. For example, in Ram's enterprise of shoes, there are many duties to be performed. So, he allocates the duties within the organization, forming various groups to attain the plan. He decides who will perform which task, as preparation of accounts, making sales, record keeping, quality control, and inventory control are the tasks to be performed. There is an organizational hierarchy so that reporting is easy and there is a smooth flow within the enterprise. https://www.geeksforgeeks.org. Staffing. It refers to knowing about the manpower requirements in the organization and fill the various posts with suitable employees. An organization may succeed only if it has trained staff in each and every department, and this work is done by staffing. So, staffing refers to placement of right person in the right jobs. Staffing includes selection of right persons, training to those needy persons, promotion of the best persons, retirement of old persons, performance appraisal of all the personnels, and adequate remuneration of personnel. Thus, staffing is regarded as a unique and very important function because it is only through human force that all other resources of the organization are utilized optimally. Following steps are taken to complete the staffing function of management. Recruitment or getting applicants for the jobs as they open up. Selection of the best qualified from those who seek the job. Training those who need further instructions to perform their work effectively. Or to qualify for promotion. Performance appraisal, since it serves as the basis for job change or promotion. Administration of compensation plans, since it is an important factor in both getting and holding qualified people. For directing function of management involves guiding, leading, and motivating subordinates so that they contribute towards achieving organizational objectives. It is done by giving necessary instruction to them regarding the assigned work, and motivating them to perform in a satisfactory manner. Communication, motivation, and leadership are the essential elements of directing function. 5. Communication. Communication is the transmission of human thoughts, views, and opinions from one person to another. A manager has always tell the subordinates that what has to be done, where it is to be done, how it is to be done, and when it is to be done. Thus, communication is a very important element in order to perform all activities of organization effectively. Motivation, it refers to that process which excites people to work for achievement of desired objective. Motivation includes increasing the speed of performance of a work and developing willingness on the part of the workers. This is done by a resourceful leader. Leadership is at very center of management that deals with getting work done through others. Managers can get the work done through people either by exercising the authority vested in them or by winning support, trust, and confidence of the people. 2. Secure greater work performance and result from people, a manager has to increase his influence over them. This incremental influence of a manager over his subordinates, because of which they willingly and passionately cooperate in the attainment of organizational goals, is referred to as leadership. The person who tries to influence are called leader. Controlling, the process of management begins with the planning function and concludes with the controlling function. It involves comparison between the actual work performance and the plan standards, and taking corrective steps when there is a difference between the two. So, it is an important function of management and has following steps. Establishing performance standards. Every enterprise plans its activities in advance. On the basis of plans, the objectives and goals of every department, branch, etc. are fixed. Standards may be quantitative or qualitative. Most of the standards are expressed in terms of quantity. Number of units produced, number of men, hours employed, total cost incurred, revenue earned, the amount of investment, etc. Measurement of actual performance. The performance should be compared with the established standards. So, necessary information should be collected about the performance. The effective management information system provides the necessary information. There are several techniques which are used by the management to measure the performance. Comparison of actual performance with standards. The next step in control process is the comparison of actual performance with the standards set. When the actual performance is not up to the level, then causes for it should be pinpointed. Necessary steps are taken so that performance is not adversely affected. Taking corrective action. Management has to find out the causes of deviation before taking corrective measure. The causes of deviation may be due to ineffective and inadequate communication, defective system of wage payment, defective system of selection of personnel, lack of proper training, lack of motivation, ineffective supervision, etc. The management has to take necessary corrective action on the basis of nature of causes of deviation.